Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Line 2 gear, specifically the Condor MCR6 chest rig that I've got on. This is a kit that surprisingly impressed me more than I was expecting. The basic idea is you've got 6 rifle mags that go across your chest, and then it's got these funky little loops on the side. And like all Condor gear, this is pretty much one size fits all, sort of. If you're a normal sized human, you'll probably be cutting a lot of the webbing off the back. It comes with a Velcro piece that goes on this X to keep your straps from moving. Unless you're a 600-pound land whale that just ate all the beef jerky and all of the gun shows in all of Texas, odds are you're going to cut off so much webbing that that's not going to be relevant. So, just a quick overview. With these mag pouches, you've got a bunch of retaining pieces. Let me get a little closer so you can see. As you can see by all the different mags, it's not quite universal that it'll fit everything. It will fit every AR mag I've got. This is a little airsoft mag with a mag pull on the bottom. It works fine. Same thing without. The mag pull works fine. Slightly different airsoft magazine. Also, this holds it just fine. If you go to the airsoft P mags,
take off the dust covers before you put the mags in the chest rig. They'll fit with the dust cover, but as you can see, are kind of hard to pull out.
Once again, airsoft P mag works fine. For what it's worth, putting tape around the base of your mags and you can write down what they're loaded with just comes in handy. Like this is loaded with American Eagle, 6mm BBs. Yeah, those are airsoft BBs. So, you've got MOLLE all the way across the front of these. One of the nice things about these bungees is it will actually fit a Baofeng radio with the extended battery on it. Let me go grab that real quick. If you happen to have one of these radios, they will fit just fine in one of these pouches with the bungee on top. On the side, you have these elastic retainers that you can fit a cat tourniquet in. I did that for the video. Normally I wouldn't do this, and these are an incredibly tight fit. Like, it takes a bunch of force to get the cat out. I wouldn't do that. I'd put this in a regular first aid kit or do something else. The biggest thing I don't like about it, though, is the straps. What you've got... of course, I can't get them off easily right now. Okay, you've got 2 straps on the top that form an X. And then you have one that goes over at the bottom. And I've melted the extra and just taped it if you're wondering what that electrical tape is. But these are really thick. There's a lot of padding in there. I find wearing this with a backpack or like a hydration carrier, rucksack, that thing, it's just obnoxious. Because you end up with way too much padding on your shoulder that's just not necessary. I did try stitching my own thin straps. It wasn't much better. I ended up with these just digging into my neck, so wouldn't recommend it. Also, they don't sell these buckles anywhere that I could find, so you pretty much need to buy a second chest rig if you want a second set of buckles. The straps are what really annoys me about this carrier. The bottom piece I think is great. On the back, you have a small little mesh pocket here. I'm not sure exactly what you would want to put in this. It's got Velcro just in the middle, and since this is just mesh, you're going to get sweaty, and anything you put in there that's paper is going to get wet. So you can't put anything thick in there. If you put anything paper in there, it's going to get sweat soaked. I'm not sure exactly what you'd use it for. The next kind of neat feature here, though, is you've got an open a storage space that will open there. Condor sells some accessories that will go in there. The only one I happen to have is their mag insert. So you can add that in there and potentially carry 3 extra mags. This already carries 6. For guys playing airsoft, most events only allow 6 anyways. I believe American Milsim caps you at 7 mags, including the one in your gun. The BB limits at Milsim West make it not make much sense to carry more than 5 extra mags. For everyone else, if you get into a gunfight where you need more than 6 mags, you'll probably be making the news, and you've made very bad life decisions, so stop doing that. But they do make a zipper that you can put in there also if you don't want the Velcro closures. One thing to keep in mind there, this is, once you have that Velcro open, this is one big empty compartment in the middle. Like my fingers are all the way in the corner. So anything you stick in there has the potential to shift a lot. One thing I really like is they put this little bit of webbing here on the inside. I found I can clip a dump pouch to that. Watch as I fumble doing this on camera again. Okay, thanks to the magic of editing, you can see I can attach a dump pouch there to the front of the rig. And it's kind of just a handy place to dump empty mag, and I find that really handy. So that's one thing I really like about this. The spacing on the straps in the front, this is not going to attach to a plate carrier. The spacing is not the standard that you'll see for QASM attachments. It's just a little off and the buckles are a little too big. Now, if you're wondering how this compares to a military surplus cap system or the Marine Corps chest rig, which is identical to the taps, it's just in Coyote instead of multicam, I've got one for comparison. Honestly, I like the bottom piece of the Condor I like better. I'm not a fan of these. We'll have another video about this next week. Overall, I like the chest rig portion. Like this piece better on the Condor MCR6 than on the TAPS chest rig. I think the TAPS is just too wide. All of my pouches are on here just because I haven't moved them over to the Condor yet. I like the straps mostly better on the TAPS, and be another video. So there's a very good chance I will take advantage of the sewing machine that I'm sitting in front of and cut all of the buckles off the Condor chest rig and attach new buckles so it'll work with the straps off the caps. Overall though, I really, really like the Condor chest rig. The only downside is these straps. And whether the Condor chest rig is a copy of the TAPS or not, honestly I think the Condor one is slightly older. So it's one of those few times where Condor is producing something that isn't a knockoff of somebody else's stuff. But anyways, I've rambled long enough for now. Come on back next week for more. Bye-bye. Okay, quick addendum. The Condor MCR6 will actually fit some AK mags. I don't know which AK mags. I just saw a random kid at an airsoft game who was using an AK and said, hey, can I borrow your mag for a second? It fit. It was very, very tight. But some AK mags will fit, probably not all. It was really, really tight.